Hey, I used to do all this stuff with walk behinds. So when I bid this 8 years ago, it was $45 my walk behind. Hey, do what you gotta do to get started, and then you can tweak yourself out and get paid much more and add more services. Landscaping is what you need to be striving to learn. I forgot about that subject. We're going to talk about the landscaping because it really just made me do a double take on my priorities coming up. Yeah, for sure. Stick around. It's Tuesday. It is April 19th? Yeah. Yesterday, Monday, was a washout for sure, and it was much needed. I was able to reorganize my garage, my life, and get on the right track. Now, something happened yesterday that had me thinking about life a little bit. Lost on the property. Yeah. So, we're definitely going to talk about that and my feelings on it. And we're going to discuss today, as we go through the day, the fact that landscaping compared to mowing, yeah, definitely something you probably want to get involved in. The income level is crazy compared to mowing grass. I'll throw it out there and you'll understand by the end of this video. Y'all, we gotta get mowing. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We had to wait for everything to dry out some. So, let's do it. Turned out pretty good, a little bit thick and nasty, but yeah, we're gonna run up here and prune some roses real quick. And yeah, we're just gonna hand prune them. We're gonna do we have this on the schedule for a total cleanup, trimming, fertilization, mulching. This has not been done yet, obviously, so the window's being blocked. We're gonna go take care of that real quick. Good extra income on an already good profitable property. So, you know what I mean. We're gonna lose a few blooms off of it, but trust me, it'll flourish out many times with you. I'm gonna trim it. So I left some growth there. I'll be back in 2-3 weeks, do a full trim and clean up. I didn't want to take it down here yet because there's a lot of new blooms. And I want those to flower out in the next 3 weeks. So when I come back a few weeks, we'll go ahead and butcher these things down, slender them in, and take care of the rest of this place. So got this trim back enough right now. One of the girls in the office requested 3 cuttings, so when I gave her some cuttings so she could go home and root them in. And yeah, not a bad day. Extra, say $30 to trim those real quick. Took a few little stabs to the hand for sure. They were deadly looking, man. Deadly looking, deadly feeling. Anyways, a little bit extra, so it all adds up at the end of the week. Remember that. Roll on the next place. I'm back. It's about 3:40. We have done 2 places today since we started at 1, but we have generated $180 in a short time. We did pick up the remaining balance from that landscape installation that we just did, the evergreen landscape with the slate chips involved. So I went and picked up the balance on that job, and I will go over the total numbers of that job just so you guys know how much landscaping makes you compared to mowing grass. Like I said earlier in the video, I was kind of worried about losing that one client. So $300 a month times 9 months, $2,700 for that mowing account. That's how much I make in 9 months, which takes me about 30 hours, because it's about an hour long. Okay, think about that. We'll get some more action, and I'll check back in with some more information on it. Hey, I charge $30 minimum to pick up this trash every week, on top of the $50 that I mow it for. It's only just 2 pieces of grass, and this area over here I'll show you next, that's an additional $20 just to run through the weed eater real quick. Alright, make sure you're not cheating yourself out of income out here on these commercial properties. They're always nasty, gross, and not fun with all the traffic. So don't cut yourself short. They don't want to pay much, but they will if you explain everything to them, what you're going to do for them. All right, check back in. One of my buddies just stopped by. Yeah. Let me talk to him. that nasty section over there. Man, they really need to pay to just skid steer all that stuff off there and put grass down. But 7-Eleven don't want to pay for stuff like that, so we'll just charge accordingly. $20 to weed eat that little and extra money to go through the trash when it needs it real bad. Other than that, you know, $100 stop for a small gas station because you're doing trash and cleaning the place up as you mow. Fucking shit. Can't do nothing with this, man. Nothing. Not until you get the Harley rake and the skid steer. That's the next nice little small residential. Let me go grab a check real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So the Honda gets used in the backyard. Maybe it'll warm up a little bit with him pushing. Better than staying here in the cold wind. It's definitely cold today. But yeah, nice little residential yard we have. I've had it for a long, long time. Doesn't take long to do. It's not hard. Just gotta push them in the backyard. So, hey, when you gotta bring the push mower out, it's a little extra money. It is $60 a visit. Doesn't take long. About 45 minutes by myself. So, we're gonna knock it out and make it pretty. Okay. At the next small residential. See, I don't just take care of big estates and mansions. I have one full day of small residentials, commercial properties, stuff that a lot of these homeowners own, like small businesses, stuff like that. Last place, they're an older couple. I did go through and do all the weeds, did some extra work for them, so we're there a little bit extra time. It's about 5:45 now. Now remember, we didn't start mowing until 1 o'clock, so this is pretty much our lunchtime. We got 3 places left today, and we'll call it quits around 7:30. Yeah, nothing special here, but we'll keep on rolling as we go. All right. So that little yard we just did is that way down the street. I charged $40. It's tiny, took 15 minutes. And he also owns like 6 of these places that we do on this route. So he's been grandfathered in on these properties for 7-8 years now. You know, his little yard was 40, well this rental was 45. So I have, I have rhyme and reason to my pricing, but it doesn't always work the same for everybody, all right? I have favorites, I have special people, I do free work for a lot of people. Yeah, it's just the way I decided to do it. And Hey, I used to do all this stuff with walk behinds. So when I did this 8 years ago, it was $45 my walk behind. Hey, do what you gotta do to get started, and then you can tweak yourself out and get paid much more and add more services. Landscaping is what you need to be striving to learn. I forgot about that subject. We're going to talk about the landscaping because it really just made me do a double take on my priorities coming up. Yeah, for sure. Stick around. That's it for today's mowing session. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some coffee because it's late, it's cold, it's been cold all day, hands are frozen. But I'm gonna come back and we're gonna discuss the landscaping versus the mowing versus income versus is it worth the time, effort not to get in this landscaping gig that you've been seeing me do. All right, try to get some driving footage and see some sunset. I'll check back in. Turned out pretty good. I mean, we don't feed that yard or anything. It's just a yard, okay? Skag does all the work. I just ride it. Well, y'all thought my day was done? I got a different partner to roll with me. Dalton's in the house. Relaxing now. I think it's about 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, it's about 8 o'clock. I had promised my landscaping customer that we just did that install for that I would go over there and wrap up and blanket her amazing Jap maple trees. So I'm gonna buy her coffee. That's her bribe. She's gonna come help me and freeze to death. She's got my coaching jacket on, so hey, she's got my coaching jacket on. It's kept me warm for years and years, decades. All right, so
It'll be warm.
she'll be all right. She'll have coffee.
Coffee and a jacket.
Yeah, coffee, jacket, and probably a small snack. I will check back in. My day's not over, but I do want to talk to you guys about what I was talking about earlier, where should you quit mowing grass? Should you keep mowing grass? Should you focus on landscape and make that extra income that's out there for us? We'll talk about it, but learning it's up to you and how much time you put in your knowledge. So, anything to say?
Off we go.
She's ready. She's happy. She hasn't seen me all day. She's happy. We'll check back in. Told you I'd come back. All right. It's about 10 o'clock. Well, we got back here at 10 o'clock at night. Right now it's about 11 o'clock at night. Had to sit here in my amazing office that I like to hang out in. Go over the numbers for the day. And I figured I'd share these numbers with you guys. Short, easy day of mowing. But more importantly, I want to check in about this landscaping I keep talking about and all these landscaping jobs that you've seen me and my helpers, my crew, my family, accomplish last couple weeks out here in these videos. So just real quick, today's work, we did 7 properties, me and Dalton. We had about 6.5 hours worth of actual work, probably 6 hours of work and run around and stuff. Generated about $575. So these properties aren't big, but quick and easy, in and out. It was kind of miserable today, cold, windy, in the 40s the whole day. But I'm not going to complain about that. I started off doing this stuff when I was 15 years old, making $8 an hour. Now I'm making $80 an hour. So look, if you're new, like I said earlier in the video, do what you got to do. All right. This is just a grind kind of lifestyle until you figure it all out. And no one's business is the same. So don't think that you have to be exactly like other people tell you have to be. I mean, in my 30 years out here doing this stuff, accounts come and go. All right. You're going to pick up wonderful customers. You're going to lose wonderful customers. And I started the video off saying that, I was hanging out Monday, the rain day, the relaxation day, with my soulmate, and a text message came in saying, hey, Randall, we're going to go ahead and go with our family friend to mow our yard, but go ahead and cut the next 2 or 3 visits, and then they'll take over. I was like, why? It's like that place was on my last video, just blinged out the diagonal stripes. All right, never looks bad ever. Never late getting out there. So I just texted back. I was like, that's cool. Okay. Basically, did we do anything wrong? Is there something wrong with our services? That's what I asked. Is there something wrong with our services? She replied back, nope. Services are amazing always. We just have to go with this option right now. So that's fine with me. Anytime you lose an account that you care about and you take care of, like religiously and dedicated to it, I've had that place for about 6 years, 7 years. It hurts a little bit. but like I said, these customers come and go over the course of your lifetime out here. So I started thinking, should I be upset about this? Did the math. Say we do her place $75 a cut, $300 a month. Okay, say 9 months for the cutting season, $2,700 is what I make off of that mowing account a year. Takes me about 30 hours worth of my time. Okay. Now, just say we do it for 2 years. Okay. $5,400 that I make off that account. Now, I still got to deduct, some gas expenses and some helpers here and there. But that's 60 hours of my time to make $5,400. Now, I've been preaching about this landscaping and how you need to learn it and get into it if you want to make the top dollar out here that you can. Now, comparable to that $5,400, that takes me 60 hours of my time and effort to make. I've done 3 landscaping jobs in the last 10 working days of landscaping. Okay. First job was my parents' job that we went out of town for. It was like a 6-video series on that whole job. That was a $20,000 project, and we had $10,000 profit on that. That was 5 days of work. Okay. Then we jumped down here. I mowed grass for a couple days and got hit with another landscape right out of nowhere on a Sunday evening, which is amazing. I'm not going to complain one bit. Chaotic, yes, but wonderful, wonderful project to get. Very blessed to have these clients. Their evergreen renovation and slate chip installation project that we just had a 4-video series on was 13.5. So $13K for that job. That was a 4-day project. We also squeezed in, before we went to Richmond, the aeration and seeding, the trimming of the Golden Mops property, and the fertilization of all that stuff, mulching included. That was $2,500. So altogether, those 3 jobs that took 10 days to complete, $36,000 of revenue. All right. Now let's go back to my hours involved. My personal hours involved in mowing the grass for 2 years was 60 of my hours for $5,400. Now, these 3 jobs, I had 100 hours of my time. Okay. The profit from these jobs was $17,000. Yeah, $17,000 profit in 10 working days. 100 man hours for me, and my helpers chipped in. So $5,400 or $17,000, 60 hours of my time, 100 hours of my time. Landscaping is a luxury above your mowing luxury services. Now, when clients spend $400 on a tree that is beautiful and worth having on your property, those clients are the ones that I desire to have. They care about the way that everything is, how it looks, and then they care more about how you take care of it. Look, I just wanted to clue you guys in on why I love landscaping and why it's very valuable for you guys to learn all these things that I know. It's taken me 30 years to learn it all, but you can progress as you go through every single job. If you don't know it, research it, YouTube it, learn it. Then go do the job. Don't be scared. Let's see. What else was I going to say? Hold that thought for 1 second. Okay. Now I know what I'm just going to say. Now, should you not mow grass and just do landscaping? Not in my opinion. Not if you're solo out here. Landscaping jobs do not just roll in the door continuously. Your mowing account gives you that revolving door of income for 9 months that secures your financial state in life. The landscaping brings in almost as much, if not more, every year with a lot less time involved. Without the mowing clients, I wouldn't have the landscaping jobs. So if you're going to be out here solo or a small crew, 4 guys working for you or less, please get into landscaping. It's a tremendous amount of difference in your income, and your stress level is not go like mowing is. All right, it's a different pace, but definitely different knowledge and skill set involved. So hey, it's late. All right, I got a long week of mowing, and I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. So if you like this video, if you got anything from it at all, go ahead and hit the like button, share it out on Facebook all you want. We almost have our 1,000 subscribers. Pretty exciting. So share it out, see how many more subscribers can we get to 1,000 before my year's up. We'll see. With your help, pretty sure we will. Hey, y'all, be good when you can. Should be most of the time. But always be kind to one another and love each other. All right? Give your family a hug tonight or in the morning when you wake up. Peace. Elite Landscape Style. My office. My chill spot. Till the next video. Peace.